Hey guys, I'm here with Gabe Powers. He is a senior on our men's tennis team. Gabe, what have you been up to these last couple of weeks that we've been out of school?
Well, I've been looking at a lot of online scholarships and stuff like that to pay for college. But with this free time, I've also had a lot of time to get in some gardening and helping my dad outside with the lawn and stuff like that, and Netflix and school. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's been the common theme. Um, Gabe, you are a three-sport athlete. You run cross country, you do indoor track, and you do tennis. And I know tennis is your passion. So, talk to me a
Yeah.
little bit about what has athletics taught you, and then talk to me a little bit about tennis. How did that become your favorite sport?
Well, being a three-sport athlete, I really had to learn how to be proactive with my time because you don't get a lot of it. So I've had to learn how to manage my homework, my personal responsibilities, along with keeping my athleticism up and trying to be the best student athlete I can. Now, tennis is so worth it. I absolutely adore that sport. It's a very mentally and athletically challenging sport, but at the end of the day, when you get done with those games, you feel so accomplished, win or lose. Just to be able to do something like that is truly amazing.
So you mentioned how you got started. It was from lessons that you took in middle school.
Yeah. So Miss Moser, who was my PE coach at the time, and she really was enthusiastic about starting a middle school team. Now, while that didn't happen, she did give lessons after school for kids who wanted to pursue that. And I had just quit basketball, so it gave me plenty of time to try that out, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. And then after that, my dad took it over and took over my lessons and helped me through the summer. And then I got started with Coach Larry Dix, and he helped me so much. And it's just been a true blessing to see myself grow. Um,
Awesome,
and,
awesome. So, talk about this season. Actually, our tennis team was had the last contest of the spring up to this point right now under the suspension. Um, but you guys, the team was doing really well. I know there were some up and downs, but uh,
yeah.
briefly talk about our new guys that came on, how that was kind of exciting for you guys, and just how the team was doing.
Oh my gosh, I am so proud of these new guys. That this year has been a true emotional roller coaster. At the beginning of the year, it was looking like we weren't going to have a team because it was just like four or five guys, and that was really unsettling. But then, out of nowhere, these new guys just showed up, and they're all like underclassmen and everything, and they are surprisingly good at it. And the upperclassmen, we've helped them as much as we can, and they've just taken the sport to heart and have really improved the program. Um, I honestly think that if the season could have continued, we would probably have came out on top. The first two games, we just happened to get the hardest two teams in the league, but um, they held their own. It was very long matches, and I could not be more proud of these guys. I really thought that there may be a chance that the program would end after me and my fellow upperclassmen, but these guys, I feel confident that they're going to stick with it and do nothing but improve the program.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so your future plans, Gabe. What does life look like for you after graduation?
Well, I'm currently, I've decided to attend a 4-year university after high school, and it's looking like it's going to either be Baylor University in Waco, Texas, or Gonzaga University in Spokane. And it would be an honor to go to either one of those two places, but regardless of which I choose, I'm going to pursue a pre-medical track through a neurology major, and then hopefully attend medical school afterwards.
That's impressive. I'm kind of blown away by that. I have no idea about neuroscience, but it sounds very like a great track to go on. So best of luck to you on
Yeah.
that. Online learning. So we're in that online learning phase. Of course, we're getting ready to go on spring break here, starting tomorrow. But just real quick, Gabe, what are some tips and pointers? You're an online veteran. Uh,
Yeah.
you've had some college classes. Just talk to us a little bit about some tips and suggestions and how you navigate this online learning.
Okay, hopefully I won't be too hypocritical here. Um, you have really, it just comes down to making sure you know what you're doing. Everybody says that they can check, but you really have to be proactive and just, even if you've already checked it, check it again 3 or 4 times a day just to make sure you know when and where the meetings are, and you know what you're supposed to do. Now, whether you do that's up to you, but I would really advise you to at least know what you have to do. That way you don't get behind and not know what you have to turn in, because it's really just a matter of, you know, you're not at school, so it's all on you now. It's not on your teachers, it's on the students. So you really have to make sure you're on it.
Right. Well, Gabe, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Again, folks, this is Gabe Powers. He's a senior on our men's tennis team, and this is another episode of our Spring Sports Senior Spotlight. Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks.